Another episode of Hate to Break It to You. There's just so much news that I can't even stop. Like, I would have to do... I mean, I literally could put out 2 things a day. I had so much happening. Oh, my God. I don't even know, like, where to begin. I have so much I'm seeing. In the last 2 months, we've had presidential candidate attempted assassination. We had another presidential candidate drop out. We have a new candidate. We have people protesting more than ever on college campuses. The job reports are not good. There's a new sexuality called sometimes bi, or buy one. But just remember, football started. And that's all that matters, everyone, because you can pick your teams. They don't give you a second to breathe, do they? Remember when I had a shitty-ass computer cover? It's because I was so busy in my life. Let's just get right into it, man. If you don't think things are... I'm gonna tell you what the sexuality is. Hold on a second. Bye. Anyway, let's just get into some real shit here. Why is everybody so crazy? I'm crazy today. No, I'm neurodivergent. So if you want to see, if you have a question that we, it's a very good one.
Alexa, why should I vote for Donald Trump?
Trump.
I cannot provide content that promotes a specific political party or a specific candidate.
Alexa, why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
While there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, the most significant may be that she is a strong candidate with a proven track record of accomplishment. As the first female vice president, Harris has already broken down a major gender barrier, and her career in politics has been characterized by a commitment to progressive ideas.
There you go. Well, first of all, this chick, she's like, Alexa, why should I vote for Donald Trump? Okay, it's Trump. But the media, big tech, has an agenda. You cannot deny it. Now, you can say, okay, that's fake, and she did another voice. Sure. But there's like 8 videos of this, of different people doing it. And a guy came today and said that Amazon said, oh, we weren't aware. It is a mistake. We are now fixing it. How much more blatant do you need? They when it comes to Trump, they cannot give any political insight or any thoughts. But when it comes to Kamala, they have a whole backstory. And she's not even president. She's vice president. And she did break down a gender barrier, but Trump was the president. You have no history on the 45th president? No backstory? And you're the biggest tech company, if not top 5 in the world? Yeah. Okay. That shit is shadier than a $3 bill. Come on, man. It's bullshit. You can see it. How can people argue this anymore? How can anyone, if you're a wild liberal right now, and again, just because I push on liberals more than I do right, it doesn't mean I'm still not a centrist. But clearly I'm leaning towards the right because the liberals can't admit anything. Can you just admit that that's weird? And just go, yeah, that's strange. Like, wow. Okay, 1, 2, 8. There's 8 videos. Go look for them. Can you just admit that? Can you admit that? That's the problem I have with these people, is they can't admit anything. And that is what, it's not like people like me like sought out Trump. It's just that you're so annoying that you make us Trumpers. You're so annoying. You're so judgmental. You're so arrogant. You know it all that you just push us. Jesus, save me from your followers. It's the same thing. The minute I do a Biden joke, someone yells, Trump sucks. I never mention Trump. I've done that 4 different times. It's happened to me 4 different places, 3 different states. That's insanity. That literally is TDS. Like, that is a derangement. Like, you can't do a joke on Biden and then just talk about, I don't even mention Trump, and people go crazy. There's other choices. But that's where your brain goes, because he lives rent-free. And then the funny thing is, people are like, choose joy. How the is joy going to save homelessness? This was Kamala's thing. This is her slogan. Choose joy. Does joy pay for my gas? Will joy buy me Costco? Is joy going to figure out my medical insurance? Will joy help me with my hemorrhoids? Like, what the kindergarten is that? And it's not her or the campaign. I don't mind them. It's the dummies believing it. Choose joy. Hey, you know what? We might be in World War III, but guess what? Let's joy it. Hey, AI is dangerously close to getting into weird levels. Joy. Stock market is in trouble, possibly. Joy it out. Can't pay your rent? Put a smile on your face. Gun violence bad in your hood? Laugh it off. Joy. We need actions, man. Again, why am I commenting on this shit? Why don't people do this? Isn't this supposed to be MSNBC? Why are you not saying this shit? Why isn't CNN saying this shit? Even Fox News. I don't know. They push back some. I guess Newsmax does. Why is it independent talking heads on YouTube doing it? Because we are not paid. What's crazy is my videos have been getting more eyeballs lately, and the guy I'm working with, he said it's because he thinks that the tides are shifting and they can't suppress it anymore, and people are demanding it. So maybe the tides are shifting and they weren't suppressing it, or maybe they were and they know. But it's like I'm getting way more. I'm getting 20 times the views I ever got, and I'm going in harder. Is it because I'm more honest, or is it because I chose joy? Girlfriend blew the neighbor? Choose joy.
I would bring you the full list of layoffs that I've been talking about, and full credit to Genevieve who put together this list. But check this out. Just in 2024, we are in August. And so sort of a little over halfway through the year, and the big tech cuts are in full effect. Dell, that video went viral where the employees voted to do remote work. And as a result, Dell said, you know what? We're doubling down on AI and we're cutting 20,000 of our workforce. And so for those that voted for not returning to office, and this ended up being sort of the result where they were the first on the chopping block. But you have Dell, you have Intel, which I spoke about. They recently cut 15%. Intuit cut earlier this year. PayPal, Unity Software, Twitch, Bumble. Cisco just cut yesterday 4,000 people. DocuSign, Riot, Peloton, Tesla, Discord, UKG. I covered UKG at length earlier this year, and Wayfair, Duolingo. And I am just reading hot off the press. Paramount just laid off a good
15%.
15% of its workforce. And they told staffers that, the industry continues to evolve. So basically media and tech is going through it right now.
Paramount laid off 15% of the studio, of the whole company. Do you know how insane that is? 15%. And they go, technologies, our industry tends to grow and evolve. Meanwhile, the president's getting 70 million. The vice president's getting 50. The cats are getting fatter. And the mice are getting slaughtered. Listen, it's weird that I'm talking about this because I'm an actor and I know at Paramount is a studio and I'm a comedian, but the reason I'm talking about it is because I don't think about unemployment and numbers and all that stuff, even though my business is taking a hit just like a lot of other businesses, but my business is a luxury. I'm a luxury item. Okay. No, don't say I'm Walmart. I'm a luxury item, and if you consume me, if I happen to do a movie and you see it, it's, do you want to pay $8 unless it goes to Tubi? Do you want to rent it for $8? Or do you want to come and see me talk and do comedy? Do you want to pay $25? These are luxury items. These are not necessities. I'm not an egg, okay? I'm not water. All right? I'm Bounce fabric softener. You know what I'm saying? Like, your clothes will be fine without it, but it's nice. It makes you feel good. It makes this shirt feel a little softer. Why not? If you can have it, I get a little bounce. That's what I am. I'm Bounce fabric softener. Now, you're wondering, why would I talk about this? Because I'm not in the workforce like that. Well, it's because it's funny, because I know a lot of people outside of the business, and I'm not just involved with Hollywood. I know normal people, and even people in Hollywood that don't have actor jobs are like, I can't get a job. And so I hear this because basically what's going to happen is, the nature of man is greed. One of their natures, they can't stop themselves. This would never happen if we didn't stop greed, but it's impossible. We are a evolutionary being. We cannot stop propelling forward. We are I'm like this, OCD, keep going forward, progress. How can I think better? An efficient-seeking being. I want efficiency more than anything in my life. And computers with no emotions, no families, no personal problems, no backstory, no gender ideologies, no race ideologies, no political beliefs. They will just do your bidding. Now, obviously, there's a dark side to it that people aren't really admitting yet. If and when they become sentient, but they're going to just this is what's happening. The dollars of many will be in the hands of few. That's just the way it's going to be. And it's the simplest thing is just think about this. Like this is the job scenario right now in a nutshell as a metaphor for humanity. In 1994, 30 years ago, I wanted an agent to see my tape. Let's go through the process. I have to have a night at Igby's Comedy Club. I have to get a big video camera, a tripod. Then I have to have it set up. I have to then film 8-minute set, 12, and hopefully cut 8 down to 8. Okay? Have to have it filmed. To pack the crowd, right? So I have to make flyers. I have to hand out the flyers. Then I have to have a good set. Then I get the tape. I have to take it to the dub house. I have to make the master. And then I have to dub a high quality first generation tape. Then from that, I have to make copies of said tape. So I want 25 agents to see it. I have to make 25 copies of that tape. Then from that tape, I pick up said tape, have my headshots with that tape, my resume, which I have to print at Kinko's with that tape. How many fingers have I gone through? Headshots I shot with the camera, had to get those developed. Kinko's is one store, photograph place is another store, tape dubbing place is another store, Burbank, Hollywood Boulevard, Sammy's Camera West Side. You with me? Those who know. I'm driving around. There's gas, staples for the envelopes, mailbox for the letters. I have to pay someone to type them, print them out, packaging. Then I can drop them all off, which will take me 25 agents, 3 days to hit all those agencies. Because I have to do it in the right way, sneak it in. I had a whole system I did. Or I hire a courier service, which was like $20. So that's another $500. That's how we did it 30 years ago. We do the call. We trade calls. You get the follow-up call. 25 out, 6 watch, 2 call back, 1 meeting. Maybe 1 meeting. That goes across clubs. That goes across casting directors. That goes across everything. And that's just 25. You see the amount of work. That might be a week, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks? 2 weeks? I go to the little room tonight at the Improv. I put my camera on. I live stream this shit. I do 12 minutes. Self-editing software. Sets at 11. 12:25. It's out to 250 agents. With graphics, titles, description. Jamie Kennedy's Tonight Show set audition. Now, would I go back and do all those steps again? Or would I do the one today? And it's going to look TV quality on my phone. You know the answer. So I'm as guilty as everyone else. Because in that process, I've cut out, I don't know, 10 different jobs. From the dubbers to the printers to the, I mean, come on. I've cut out 10 different jobs. So, you know, as you're watching football and you're, you know, laughing at people falling down drunk on these different in Instagram channels of, oh my God, I'm so wasted culture. You know, AI, robots are taking your future as you're drinking. And I'm not saying don't have a fireball, but when you wake up, you ain't going to get a job. And I'm just saying this because more importantly, other people aren't talking about it in Hollywood, only the people that it's affected by, and the other people aren't, because if people have made their money, they should be concerned, but they don't care really. But people aren't consume them still. I mean, George Clooney and Brad Pitt are the two of the biggest movie stars in the last 30 years, 35 years, and they have a movie going straight to Apple. I mean, not one, but 2 white wolves straight to Apple. I don't know. I mean, maybe the movie would work, you know, but they're just going to put it straight to Apple. So there you go. But the reason I'm commenting on it is because what the is going to happen when the natives get restless? Shit's going to get crazy. And there's just every company's cutting anywhere from 8 to 15%. That's insane. Do you think that's going to get slower? You think that's going to get less? No way. Everybody has to sack their shit up. It's crazy. And everybody's telling me, I could do a whole hour on this, how Indeed's faking jobs. People are sending out 1,500 resumes and not getting one thing. Shit's going to get crazy.